Hello Pisces, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for April 2023. Did the collective reading. Wow, what a reading that was. Amazing things that are going on in the collective in this month. Dates to watch out for are between the 11th and the 21st of April. Let's just get straight in here. Here's your overall energy, the karmic message for your relationship side or your emotional side of life. Here's the karmic message for your material side of life. Then we've got week 1, 2, 3, 4. We've also got the influence from the universe, your advice from your past self, advice to your future self, and how the things are going to sort of pan out in the future. This is obviously your relationship, emotional side, and this is your sort of material, job, financial sort of side. Okay, so Pisces, what's been going on for you? You're fully on into your winter, so you've probably got your head down and getting on with those plans for this year. Let's just see what's going on for you. Your overall energy here, the Hangman, seeing things in a different light. And it did come out in the collective reading quite a lot, actually, the Hangman. And I think this is also to do with that changing world around you. And you're going to have to adapt to into a new type of logic in this changing world, and adapt in a logical way of how you interact with other people within your emotional world, but also within your material world. And just the overall energy here is almost lifting your head up to sort of say, oh, wow, there's that, there's that. How fantastic is that going to be? Absolutely fantastic. Right, let's just see what's going on in your karmic path. So your karmic path is the Ten of Swords, a painful ending. You're emotionally attached to life. You really do enjoy your emotions. You engage with life in a very vibrant, emotional way. And sometimes it can cause you pain. But this here is your karmic path. And the Ten of Swords means it's done and dusted. It's finished. And this is on your relationship side. So it may be a case for some of you that you've been through a relationship in the past that you just need to sort of let go of. But it also, and this is what I'm getting more of, is how this world is changing and sort of brings emotions to the surface within people around us that, you know, we thought were one way, and now we're looking at the world around us and kind of going, oh, gee whiz, it's not quite what we thought it was, or we not quite thought how they were. And that could be a little bit painful to confront in a way. But it is the past. That's the most important thing. And this is probably why you've got the Hangman to lift your head up and kind of going, oh, yeah, that was a nightmare. Look at all this, though. This is fantastic. So your karmic path here is just letting go of those emotions of the past, which sometimes, as I say, you're really engaged with life in a beautiful, emotional way. And sometimes, you know, people don't realize how much they hurt you, maybe. And, you know, sometimes you could be looking back and sort of saying that was really painful. And it might be difficult for you to let go of because you're just so emotionally engaged with life. Let's just see. Yes. The first week, letting go of the emotional past. So basically, the emotional past are going to hinder your future. If you do not let go of the emotional past, this Two of Cups, this meeting of someone, or this combining with you and another person in a very joyous, complementary way through emotions. This could be with your partner, your existing partner. This could be with a new person that comes into your life. It could be the person you've just started on a relationship. It could be also with your family, your friends, and your community. But I think it's much more of a one-to-one with you at the moment. That's really quite nice. And it's working towards those sort of allowing those emotions to give you that logical progression within your life, so you can engage and be part of that emotional, logical revolution that we're going through. The universe is sort of saying here is sort of embrace yourself as well. Embrace the idea of how fantastic you are, Pisces. A Tower moment in the second week. So this is going from the 7th through to the 14th. This is this start of that transition between the 11th and the 21st of April, which I was talking about in the collective. If you haven't seen it, go onto my channel after this reading and have a look at it. It goes into this a lot. It goes into how people interact with one another in the future. And this ties into that. What I was saying earlier on with these changes that come through, this tower moment, I think, is almost going to, I think it's actually a really good thing for you. Actually, it's almost a way of how you integrate the new way of being, the new vibration that is coming through the energy at the moment. And it's also going to expose people that are around you that just don't correspond to you. And that's what I think this tower moment is, more than anything else. I think this is falling in love with yourself and realizing this sort of love you have for yourself and for your partner and etc. I don't think it's a separation. I do believe it's more of a case of realizing that there is some people that are around you that no longer need to be around you, that that are not within that logical revolution, that doesn't understand the changing vibration that is around you. Don't try and fight them. Don't try and wake them up. Just follow your path. If they wish to follow behind you, they're more than welcome to. But I think here is the tower moment is giving you a bit of space, clearing a bit of space around you, in order for you to really go forward into the future. Don't be disappointed with the past either. Keep looking forward and progressing towards this section here. This is what initiating this change in a way, and seeing things differently will allow you to it's going to change your beliefs in the way emotions or in the way relationships work, in a good way, because it's going to free you up and stop you getting involved in situations that were painful for you in the past. Okay, so as you go forward, and this is from the 14th going through to the 21st, you're going to find your place. You're going to find your harmonious place. This Two of Cups energy that's going to come through in the third week. You're going to have, it's healing for you. It's healing from this moment here, this realizations that the world has changed around you. It's no longer the same, that people are slightly different within your life. And it's also going to give you loads of blessings if you take good look around you and see how this logical energy is completely different to what the past was. That's what pole shift is all about. The hangman is upside down. Energy is changing. It is inverting, people. And we really need to get our heads around it. And a lot of people have had this tower moment, and a lot of people have had these Four of Swords as well in this section here. And I think it's a really good thing for you. It's going to give you a lot of clarity going on. Let's just see what's going on the last week of this. 9 of Pentacles. You're going to come out of this really well, this transition. You're going to come out of it with all of a sudden a lot of fruits within your relationships. You're going to come out with some really beautiful relationships, basically, that work really well. This is just like a harvest. It's like the clearing of dead land in a way, getting rid of all the crap in life so you can make space, feel your home, feel where you should be. So then all of a sudden you've got those fruits of a bright new tomorrow in the end of April. Really nice, actually, a very strong transition within you because you're so emotionally engaged in life in a really beautiful way, Pisces. Yeah, I still think that tower moment is a good thing for you. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just going to clear away a lot of space. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, this is your karmic path. This is realizing the abundance you've had. I've seen through your readings over the last, I think it's up to 4 or 5 months, you've been taking some serious strides forward. And that is beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see within you how you have actually taken control of life, of your life, initiated your material development, your development within your job, within your business, within your material side of life. It's really sort of, you have done so much good work here, Pisces, and I've seen it in your readings, as I say, really beautiful to see. Absolutely amazing to see. And your karmic path is to realize, almost with this new hangman here, with this new cycle that's coming through and seeing things in a different way, you're going to realize you've actually got a lot of abundance around you for the future. Let's just see what's going on in the first week. 6 of Wands. So, yeah, 6 of Wands being, I think you're going to be drawing a lot of attention to yourself because it's your righteous place. Now, the 6 of Wands, they haven't just jumped up on that horse and sort of kind of saying, I'm taking this place. You've earned it, Pisces. You've really earned it. And with the development that you've done over the last sort of 4 or 5 months, and coming towards this abundance, I think you're going to be bringing a lot of people, a lot of attention towards you. And a lot of people are going to be coming towards you in the beginning of April. You're going to see a lot of opportunities because of the good work you've done, and the attention that you're sort of drawing. Not, you know, you haven't done this sort of kind of going, oh, look at me. You've sort of done it in a way sort of saying, just through your good due diligence, through your good work, basically. The Page of Wands. This is going on with a very vibrant energy, very joyous energy, exploring life, learning about your passions and how you apply that in this new logical world, which we went into in the collective reading. And I really can't stress how much of a brilliant reading it was. You should really go and see it. And this Page of Wands is discovering how you apply your passions in life. You've gone from that Six of Wands, you're getting that recognition, and from that recognition you can now start playing with it. And maybe that's creating a little bit of that tower moment on this side. Maybe your friends and family, you know, they might be a little bit of jealousy about you, and that's where they don't fit into this new logic. So I would really, in the second week, start pushing the boundaries, start exploring, experimenting, socializing, connecting, networking in your world, and almost just building upon the good work that you've done in the past. Ace of Cups. You are going to some beautiful futures here. This Ace of Cups, with that exploration, it almost feels like no matter what you do, you're going to get success out of this. And it's going to be incredibly rewarding, but not necessarily just rewarding financially, but then that's what you've got to seize upon. That's your natural path to go towards abundance. But also it's going to be very rewarding emotionally for you within the third week. In this transition that's happening in the world around you, I think you're really going to gather that logic, and you're going to understand that logic in a really good way, in a very emotional way. And it's going to almost provide a lot of opportunities just because you've understood. And there's going to be a vast swathes of the world who haven't understood, and they're not going to be able to progress forward because you are engaged with your emotions. That Ace of Cups, as it goes through the Hangman, seeing things differently, it's going to come to that Ace of Cups here, from that Two of Cups, unifying yourself and really finding your place, finding your real home, feeling at complete ease with yourself. Let's just see what the overall, the end of April is sort of playing here for you. Seven of Swords. I'm just trying to see whether, because there's two sides of the Seven of Swords. There's a lying, cheating, scheming sort of aspect of it all. Is there someone lying, cheating, scheming around you? I think with this here, you know, with that success that comes in the beginning of the week and that exploration and that emotional sort of benefits that it provides for you, and that feeling of absolutely brilliance about the world, you might find that, I don't feel it particularly. But you might find that, and it will be more sort of like almost sand in your shoe in a way, just sort of annoying. You can just take your shoe off, pour the sand out, and you're laughing. I think it's more of a case of playing smart with these fruits that you've had. So as this abundance come in, all of a sudden you're going to be in yourself in the position of sort of saying, what do I do with that? And this is where you've got to play smart, I think. And you're going to play smart with these ideas of seeing things in a completely different way. Okay, let's just see what, if we can get anything in the way of clarification out of this and see what's happening with these messages. With the Hangman, yeah, it's this new cycle. It's a long-term cycle. As I say, it's pole shift. It's something that's been coming down the line since for thousands of years. And we're really getting to a point where we're going into a new cycle, which is going to last thousands of years. Obviously, you may not be here for thousands of years. You probably won't. I won't be. But this is a longer cycle for you. It's almost as if you've come through the threshold. That's what this overall energy is sort of saying to you. What about this karmic message with the 10 of Swords? Because you've got the 2 10s here as well, which I didn't realize before. Sorry about that. You've got these 2 10s here, which is the real completion of something for you. What have you got? The 10 of Swords? Justice, harmony. That's what it's all about. Letting go of the emotional past, freeing yourself up, letting go of everything, you know, and you're going to feel yourself in a really comfortable position. With the 2 of Cups, you've got the King of Wands being the leader. When you unify yourself, unify your emotions, and unify your emotions with the people that really count around you, this is where you're going to stand out. This is, you're going to be in a position where people are going to look at you and kind of sort of saying, you know, Pisces is in a really good place at the moment, and they're going to look to you for inspiration as well within the relationships that are around you and the emotions that are around you. Yeah, Tower moment, walk away from it. As I said, I think there's situations where you're going to realize where people around you do not fit with you anymore. And you're going to be walking towards that sun, that happiness, and you're going to be walking away from that old cup and walking towards new lands and new, the new you, basically. Let's just see what's going on with this 4 of Swords strength card. So quelling those doubts. Sometimes you can have doubts, Pisces. When your mind's made up, your mind's made up. There's no doubt about it. But that does, we all go through that moment of doubt. Being strong and true to yourself, being that leader of your life, unifying your emotions so you can engage emotionally in a really good way with the people that are around you. And it's, if you do stay true to yourself, and that's what it's all about, and true to where you realize you are now, all of a sudden, when you get to this 9 of Pentacles, you're going to know this 9 of Pentacles is all of a sudden you're going to get these beautiful relationships. And I think there's going to be like a moment in this last week where you almost kind of going, do you know what? I know how to get there. I know how to get to these beautiful relationships, these beautiful, harmonious, fruitful emotions in my life. I know how to do it. And it's going to be a real realization within you that you can then be that leader and walk happily away and towards your dreams and aspirations going forward. And it is certainly got a lot of abundance for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. What's the karmic message here? With that abundance, you can create a lot. This is what I was saying about the Page of Wands as well. You're going to be in a position where you can experiment with your material world and explore and start manifesting a future that provides all that emotional stability, that beautiful gifts coming in from the world from outside because of the work you've done. Okay, so it's exploring and manifesting your wealth and your abundance within you because of what you do and the way you get involved in your life passionately. Okay, with the Six of Wands, we have the Two of Cups, which is on this side here. This is amazing. This Six of Wands, it's the unifications. It's like you're realizing the good work you've done. You're realizing your rightful place within your material world, and it looks good. And when you realize that, it's going to be really powerful for you. That's where the manifestation comes in. You're going to be able to really start provoking new boundaries within this logical revolution that we're going through, and all of a sudden getting to a world where we can work in harmony with one another, where everything and everyone benefits from this situation. And you seem to be at the spearhead of this sort of notion within the material world. It's really, really beautiful. Let's see what's going on with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, exploring, pushing those boundaries, means you're walking away from all those past headaches that you had. That's the thing. And trusting it. It ties in a little bit to this Strength card over here, as you walk away from conflicts and situations within your material world that are in the past. A little bit like the Ten of Swords here. It's cutting it in half on this side here, but it's just a case of sort of saying, I'm going to push the boundaries. And I'm not going to get involved in conflict of people sort of saying, oh, don't do that. You do what you've got to do, Pisces. Follow that logical progression. Open your eyes, see things in a different way. And I think it's going to be really joyous for you. Some people, as I said with this card here, there may be a few people who just try and put a bit of sort of like, as they say in French, put a stick in your bicycle wheel. But I wouldn't worry about them. Just keep walking towards that Ace of Cups if I was you. Okay, let's just see what's going on, how it clarifies that Ace of Cups in the future. The Knight of Wands. Was the Knight of Wands not there somewhere? No, I thought you had the Knight of Wands somewhere. No, it was the Knight of Pentacles there. The Knight of Wands, it is that passion you have. It is a very sociable aspect. It's feeling at one. It's celebration. It's going down that journey. It's exploring those new avenues that you have. And as you feel completely at one with who you are within your workspace, within your material world, you're going to feel like you can really be the leader of the band, sort of like setting the drum beats, setting how it's going forward. And this is going to provoke you and put you in a position of, I think, power. Not power, but in a position of respectful authority without having to ask for it. And with that respectful authority, you're gonna have to play smart in the situation. Playing smart in that situation, 9 of Swords. Playing smart in that situation will avoid all of those conflicts, therefore avoid all of that sort of nightmares and stress and strains that existed before the change. This is the change that's happening, that logical revolution that's happening, and you're walking away from an old world that is sort of providing, that used to provide lots of stress and strains. Sorry about this, Cody. That'll do. Don't worry, mate. All of those stress and strains. You can hear a dog outside, by the way. So that's what playing smart is about, is not going back to that. Do not worry about what people think about you. Do not worry about when you explore here, there is some things that are going to go slightly wrong, but then that doesn't matter. But without exploring, you're not going to get everything right. And when you do get things slightly wrong, you're going to learn a great deal amount. And I wouldn't worry about that and that future that is providing for you, because you've understood a lot on your emotional sort of side of how to provide your dreams and aspirations in your life. You're going to be in such a secure place going forward. Let me just pull a little bit more on that card there, because that seems to be a sort of, it's a new cycle. It's letting it's having the the intelligence, which I know you have, the intelligence to play smart and leave all your woes and worries in the past and walk towards the new cycle as we go forward, the new logical revolution. There you go, Pisces. Thank you very much for being here, supporting this channel. Really do. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you out, because when you're in a good place, I'm in a good place, everybody's in a good place. So thank you very much for being here. In the meantime, Pisces, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.